You're listening to Metru Nui Radio. From the bustling hub of Les Metru to the arid sands of Po Metru, we bring you the latest from our great city and everything beyond the seawalls. This ain't your Taraga's talk radio.
Glory to Taraga Duma.
Metru Nui Radio.
Do you know what it takes to be a hero? Does it take a heart of gold, a powerful mask, great deeds, perhaps rippling manly biceps? Tino Nui, the self-ordained Toa of Beeg, would likely say all of the above.
Tino will eat you for protein. Oh, my bone joints.
Hailing from an Onumatoran village in the Trenkrom Peninsula at the time experiencing the largest protein powder famine the region had ever known, Tino first drew breath in a tumultuous time in the universe. The League of Six Kingdoms had fallen, and an unprecedented power vacuum had formed within Aropai society. When a rogue Boraki laid waste to his village and their only Toa fell in battle due to skipping leg day the previous week, little Tino was the sole survivor. It is said that his determination and dedication to gains were so strong that the Great Spirit himself bestowed the power of a Toa upon him for that one day he would become Matanui's glorious gym buddy. But this could be an exaggeration, and there's absolutely no proof to back this up.
Tino heard that one, baby man.
In his travels, Tino would meet an exceptionally massive Vizotai named Varuk, who would teach the upstart Toa about the power of unity, true heroism, and the unrivaled importance of muscles you could bounce a widget off of. These two mighty warriors of beef would go on to fight many successful campaigns together in the earliest years of our universe and forge a bond stronger than proto-steel. We spoke to Metru Nui Radio regular and longtime friend of Tino, Swert Master, about his time with the mighty Tino, the struggle novice Toa go through in living up to the title of a hero, as well as some advice for those currently living an inactive and unmuscular lifestyle.
Tino and I go way back. We've been fighting alongside one another in as easy as a small skirmish all the way up to gigantic bosses. We're talking massive 12-foot tall titans. But he's always taller.
Naturally.
I remember hearing one time that he was kicked out of Metru Nui for using a knowledge tower as a battering ram to drive off a rampaging Nui Jaga. I don't know how he did it, considering how big those things are, but he picked it up like it was nothing.
And it must be difficult for new Toa to live up to such legends. What would you have to say to upstart heroes in our universe?
I would say work hard, follow the three virtues, and above all, don't be afraid to get a little dirty.
And would you happen to have any advice for any new heroes who are looking to live a more active, swoller lifestyle?
Tino has attempted to get me to lift weights on downtime before, but the problem is his idea of lifting weights is to just pick up actual Koros. And I don't know about you, but if I'm lifting a Koro, I'm just going to go ahead and use gravity. But Tino insists that he can lift 3 Koros before breakfast.
What would you have to say to other heroes in the universe who may not be able to heft an entire village above their heads?
Honestly, I would say don't feel so bad about it, but also maybe start small, and maybe you can pick up a Koro.
Maybe just lift 1 hut at a time.
I would definitely start with a hut, maybe a rock. Start with a rock. Work your way up to the boulder, then the hut. Pretty soon, you'll just be like Tino and lifting a Koro.
Or even a knowledge tower.
Possibly even a knowledge tower.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
The Tatarok keeps asking, what is the answer? The answer is Tino.
Later in his storied career, Tino would go on to reach even greater heights of brawn, beginning to wear his entire Suva as a backpack and upgrading his own armor with parts from Exo Toa. His future aspirations include acquiring a pet Kagarak so that he may summon the Zevon, one of the few creatures in the known realms to rival Tino's own strength as a mighty battle steed. Though so far, this has not yet come to pass, much to Tino's chagrin and the relief of many others. When asked if he had anything to say to his puny minority of detractors, Tino only had this to add.
You think behind the mask and hammer there is baby Mathoran. I laugh. There is only beef. Welcome back to the Beef Zone.
What's that sound? It's the sound of the universe's finest artists beamed straight to your audio receptors. Crank that volume so loud they'll hear it all the way on Daxia.
Wait, we're not supposed to talk about that.
You're listening to Krakua's Soundstage right here on Metru Nui Radio.
Welcome back to the show. I am your host, Toa Krakua, your ear for the sounds of the city, and every day I bring you the latest in the sonic symphonies of the many lands of the Great Spirit. Today I have a very special assortment of songs curated for you. Last year we celebrated the 5th anniversary of Bionicle Day, and as part of this, I've gone ahead and put together a playlist of various songs that have been featured on the event throughout the years. Starting off, originally released in 2009 on the album 01, not to be confused with the 1985 album of the same name, this track was used as part of the marketing material for The Legend of Mana Nui Rebuilt, releasing on Bionicle Day 2019. This song is called Hard as Hell by Paul Hardcastle.
Listen. Do you hear it? It's getting closer.
A wonderfully energetic track from Paul. Next on our list today, we have a song hailing from eons in the past, the far-off year of 2017. Used as the war cry of a legendarily massive Toa of Earth during the Great Persecution, and brought to our ears on Bionicle Day 2020. You're going to want to check some expiry dates after this one. You're listening to DJ Joel's Beef Zone.
Das ist das, das ist das. Das ist das, das ist das. Du musst das genau. Let the bass kick. To the rhythm, rhythm. Time to rock, rock. Come on. The bass. If you're not dancing, you're all gonna fucking die. Come on and push it. Down.
We are seeing Kentucky Fried Chicken so well in Christmas, and is there common custom in overseas? And I know that there people are not eating chicken, they're eating turkey, but I said yes, was that?
Here we go again.
It smells like 1,000 dead rats. Welcome back to the Beef Zone.
Where's the beef?
I have the sudden urge to clean out my fridge after that one. Moving right along. For these next songs, we'll be leaning into more local music created by our great community. Beginning with a significantly slower paced track, this song was first showcased on Bionicle Day 2021. Created by Tom Rule, this cover of Cryoshell's 2007 hit Creeping in My Soul has been written and sung entirely in the Matoran language. This is Avanai Kuyo. A wonderful rendition of a beloved classic, and kudos to the creator of our great language, Aikuru, for making this possible. And speaking of Aikuru, his writings were essential in the creation of Ida's Journey, an anthology series premiering on Bionicle Day 2022 and created by the wonderfully talented Marcus Rose, who also composed and sung our third-to-last track for today, Le Coro Band's Causeway of Legends.
12 years ago we thought all is well, we got clear skies ahead, nothing in our way. We were all as one, a shining peace had come, but the great spirit had gone away. Now we're walking the causeway of legends. No destiny that ain't ours, and no destinations. When dark Makuna fell, as the legends tell, from his great body we were set free. All open wide this world for us to work and build a new life here it was meant to be. Now we're walking nation of the ancients came. Marendar was its name. Living weapon hunted heroes down. Once he was bound, we learned the great beings returned, waging civil war all around. One named Velica waged war to be crowned.
Such a unique project, and one that is still being developed to this day, so stay tuned for that. Unfortunately, we are running out of time, but I have a couple more songs for you today. Premiering on Bionicle Day 2023 with the dulcet tones of Turaga Vakama himself, this collaboration between Cryo Shell and our community's own Essinger brought in thousands to ring in 810's 5th anniversary with style. Our second to last song for the day, years in the making, is As Above, So Below.
Is this real? The fear I feel when the noise starts dying down. Is it true that there's a place for you when the sun burns out? Don't you fear that it's too late to turn the tide? These machines were never built to make things right.
Your paradise, a sanctuary burns while you play.
The sky obscured and the monsters crawling out. I'm not scared, I won't die in here while the world burns down. Don't you fear that it's too late to turn the tide? These machines were never built to burn alive.
Wake me now. The world outside is dying while we slowly drown. Not living, just surviving. Locked in your paradise, a sanctuary burns while you play God. As above, so below. Who will take our place if this becomes our fate? And we shall fade, turning our faces to black. I wanna see the stars before they fade too far. I can't see the stars that we come so far. Wake me now. The world outside is dying while we slowly drown. Not living, just surviving. Locked in your paradise, a sanctuary burns while you play God. As above, so below. So below. As above, so below.
Incredible as always from both artists. For our final track this fine Les Metru afternoon, I have a treat for you all. We've heard a sampling of what the team at Le Coro Band have to offer once already today, but as it happens, I've been provided with one of the opening tracks from their upcoming second disc to Ida's Journey Act 2. You're hearing it first, brothers and sisters. This is... so new it doesn't even have a name yet, but you're hearing it here on Metru Nui Radio. Wonderful stuff, and be sure to tune in to Bionicle Day 2024 this August to hear the rest. Well, folks, with that, I do believe that is all we have time for today. I hope you enjoyed this sampling of sound and spectacle from our great city and beyond. Once again, I am Toa Krakua, your ear for the sounds of the city, and I'll be here every day from 11 to noon on Metru Nui Radio. Stay tuned after the break for an interview with the great Swert Master by our very own Toa Vakiti.
Has this ever happened to you?
Biotaka. My hut has been destroyed by rampaging Rahi.
Or this?
This giant robot part landed right where we need to build our new Coley field.
Then you need to call Bahrag Contracting. Got a village to rebuild, an island to destroy, or simply looking to clean house? Leave the heavy lifting to our professional Borak swarms. Our track record is as spotless as the Great Spirit's face. And if you're not satisfied, our friendly Borak ambassadors will do their very best to ensure we're of one mind. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-866-CLEAN-IT. That's 1-866-253-2648. And remember our slogan,
Clean it all. It must be cleaned.
or your widget's back. Bahrag Contracting is not responsible for any damages caused by burns, floods, earthquakes, melting, or flash freezing. By speaking with our Borak ambassadors, you agree to give up your individuality to the swarm. Bahrag Contracting is not affiliated with the Brotherhood of Makuta or its subsidiaries.
Welcome back to Metru Nui Radio. I'm your host, Vakiti, and we're coming to you all day, every day from the beautiful Le Metru Moto Hub. Today we have a very special guest. He's a freelance commercial Lego artist and owner of the largest Bionicle wiki on the Faiku web, Bionicle Sector 1. I am, of course, referring to the one and only Swert Master. How are you doing, Swert?
I'm doing great.
Excellent. So, Swert, tell me about BSO1. What's your history with the site?
So, BSO1 is the largest and most accurate wiki for the lore of the Lego toy line known as Bionicle. So I took over ownership of it back in 2006, and I've just kept it alive all this time with the help of a wonderful staff and generous editors.
That's a very long time to run a site, especially after the franchise has been gone for so many years. You must be very proud.
Proud and tired.
And of course, you work as a Lego artist. I've heard you've done everything from commission work to giant sculptures for public events. What's that been like for you?
Very, very challenging, but also very rewarding. To be able to create almost anything that I can think of out of Lego, it has its own benefits, but it's not very easy. I actually still struggle to come up with ways to do what I'm like to do, or just to make it my vision.
I can imagine. So what would you say is your proudest accomplishment, either with BSO1 or any other projects you've worked on?
Working on a 6-foot diameter Death Star, that's a pretty big highlight of mine. Coming up with solutions for how to build that purely out of Lego, that's a challenge. Granted, I am just but one cog in the machine of that, but once you're in the group, everybody has the chance to contribute, so I take pride all the same.
I'm told you also host some pretty big annual events. Tell me a bit about those.
So I am one of the organizers and producers of the annual event known as Bionicle Day, and that's the BIO at the beginning is 810. It usually spans about 2 days starting on August 10th. It's where we celebrate Bionicle and we get together as a community to honor its lasting memory. We're already underway in starting this year's event, in fact. Definitely looking forward to it.
Very nice. And how long has that been going on for now?
We are entering our 6th year of it, so we've got about 5 different events already from five years. It's incredible.
Very impressive. Well, I'm most excited to see how that's going to pan out this year. Well, Swert, unfortunately we are running out of time, but is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap things up here?
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm definitely excited for all the things coming up. Please, by all means, check out Bionicle Day this year. It's going to be on a weekend for us, which is going to be amazing.
Incredible. Well, thank you for coming on the show, Swert. Pleasure speaking to you as always.
Thank you.
Once again, this has been Vakiti for Metru Nui Radio. Stay tuned after the break for weather and shoot reports.